Hey guys, Jason the Train Freak here, and today I have a pretty short layout update for you that's only going to consist over here in the Cascade Milling and Lumber Company area. This is going to be the sawmill. So let's go ahead and jump into it, and I'll show you all the little things that I have been working on. Okay, so before I talk about the water pour, I would like to say that this video has been brought to you by my channel members. Those names will be displayed at the end. Without their support, this would not be happening as fast as it's happening. So thank you again, my channel members. Okay, so let's talk about this water pour here. My good friend, Robert the Flying Crow, we all know, went and visited fellow model railroaders up in Pennsylvania, also visited some family, and on his way back he got to hang out with me. We went and checked out a couple of hobby shops, did a little bit of rail fanning, but he also helped me on doing the water pour. And I wanted something not just where you could see the water on the top, but to come around and see it from the side. So yes, you can see it from the side. And so what we ended up doing, so that way you know if you want to try to replicate the same thing, I took some heavy duty packaging tape and I just kind of, ran quite a few strips across. And we used Envirotex Light. You can get that at Hobby Lobby. I'm pretty sure you can probably order it off of Amazon too, but I got mine from Hobby Lobby. And mixed it up, and this literally, just this little piece here, took about the whole box of the Envirotex Light. And it really didn't take a long time to set up. We poured it late at night, and it was already hard as a rock that morning. And then, of course, what I had to do when I pulled the tape off, it did peel a little bit of the paint. So I put painter's tape on all of this. And I took an X-Acto and cut around the edge, and then sprayed, spray paint that so that way the fascia will look nice and cool. But I think that's a pretty neat little effect, and it does kind of make the water look a little murky. There is a couple of overflow pipes back here. My fingers are on both of them, and there you go. Now you can see them. And right now there's no water flowing through those, and I'm going to leave it that way. But I still have to put in deep pour resin here, and it looks like there is a couple of spots. Well, it's trash. So I got to get this cleaned out, vacuumed out really good as well. And then we can do the water pour in there, but I got to be tricky because I've got this little guy in the boat here, and then I've got some logs, and I got to make sure this is in the perfect spot. I actually ended up scratch building this dock just out of scale lumber and painted it. So I got to make sure it's in the right spot. And then, I have to put in a couple of posts for the logs and stuff for, the logs to be tied into. And so I have to do that right, like soon, or a lot of this before and some of it like soon as I make the pour of resin. But I'll have to buy that resin off of Amazon, and that resin I'm looking at possibly 1.5 gallons just to do this whole creek area, the pond. I kind of built it just a little deeper than I probably should have, but it's okay. We can just use some deep pour resin. So that was the first thing that I wanted to mention there. Second thing, and y'all got to kind of watch me do this on a live stream, and I'm going to kind of get positioned and then we'll zoom in. I got to use my War World Scenics. It's not World War, but it's a tongue twister. Static grass applicator, www.scenics.com. This is not a promotion to them, but if you're interested in where I got it from, I got their starter kit. And I was able to static grass that whole area back there. So zoom in on it. Ooh, way too far. There we go. So do a little bit of zooming, but yeah, I applied the static grass around, you know, the piece of plywood that's actually filled in. That was a hole there. And did that. Also, while I'm zoomed in, I put the truck, and then I made it look like a worker is in the process of going inside the planer. So this is the planer. So the planer is the big building here, and then that is the old Buller house. All right, so I'm going to zoom back out a little bit. There we go. All right, and then one of the things, and I did a video on these, was the lumber loads. I'm currently also working on getting pipe ran from the dust collector over to the TP burner. One of the problems that I am running into is the elbows for this size pipe, and even that size pipe is no longer offered through Walder's in the piping kit. The new piping kit is the 2 smaller diameter pipes, and I need the big diameter pipe for this. So because I ended up using the 2 elbows there, I'm going to have to find on eBay some more of these older piping kits. If you happen to purchase one and you don't need the elbows on it, let me know. I would be glad to pay at least for shipping to get those elbows from you, but I'm probably going to have to buy a couple more of those kits just for the elbows, because I've got to get from there, angle my pipe down, because my pipe right now is a little high, and that's because I wanted to run it on top of the shed. But you can see that that's about, I'm a little bit short. So, but that's okay, because I plan on dropping it down, and I'll probably just kind of cut an angle and glue it down at an angle on this, and then bring it a little lower. These 2 pieces of straight pipes here actually came, one with the planer kit and the other with the sawmill kit, which the sawmill, it's put up right now. So that's why I don't have it out here, because I kept hitting it when I was in the access hole, and some of the walls and the base plate and stuff wanted to come apart, so I got to glue it back together. But that is one of the things that I have been working on. And the thing about with this being such a big area, you have to work from the back to the front. Okay, I did get a piece of plywood cut in. It's not glued in yet, because I still have some things that I need to do over here, mainly finish off painting those ties. Those are actual wood from Cascade Lumber Company on that hand-built switch. And so I got to finish painting those up. And the only way I'm going to be able to reach that is from inside the hole. And then I'll be done back there. And then everything else I will have to literally climb on top of and kind of do as is. So I have to work from the back to the front. All right. The wood chipper, that would be this building here. It's probably going to set somewhere like right there. You can kind of see where I've cut out, or not cut, but drew out where the sawmill building's going now. The debarker is going there. The wood chipper's going there. I'll have to run a pipe from the other side of that building to the tip of that pipe there. That's not going to be a big deal, considering the fact that I've got a lot of pipe this size. It's the bigger pipe that I don't have. But I can, once I get that area back there, then I will be able to continue scenery over here. One of the things that I just finished up doing, and I did not do a video on it because I was just kind of playing around, figuring out, seeing what I wanted to do. And I built this loading dock here. Now, originally I was looking at only doing one boxcar at a time, and then I made a change. I was like, I kind of like how this thing looks, and this thing is big enough to do 2 40-foot cars. So we're going to make it to where it does 2 40-foot cars, or 1 50-foot car, depending on what we're doing. One of the things that I did ask my channel members that are the conductor level or higher is I want their opinion on how many night watchers I should put over here at this loading dock if it's 2 or 3, and if it's 2, how should I have it set up? So if you want to get in on that poll, definitely check out my channel memberships. Like I said, that is the conductor level, which is $4.99 a month or higher. That's only if you want to put in a vote on that. Now, I will continue to put out free votes on just random pictures, you know, just your opinion of which one you like the best. I'm just kind of doing that more or less for fun and engagement, especially since I'm not making videos every week like I used to, because right now I just don't have the time for it. But for some of these decisions where I get really undecided on, that is very helpful. But back to the loading dock, it is a kit from Pike Stuff, which is also known as Rick's Products. It is their modular loading dock kit. It comes with 4 of the dock pieces, which I'm only using 3 on this one, and 2 ramps. So I still have 1 ramp and 1 dock section there, but I thought that would be pretty cool just to kind of make it look that big. And it gives plenty enough room for the guy on the forklift, and I did glue that in place in there. One of the things that I will have to do is I am going to come in and do some plaster work and, you know, fill in the track so you're not going to see the ties. The plaster is going to butt up to the building and kind of on the side too, and then on this side as well. And I kind of want mainly practically like right here where the switch is, all the way this way, covered up in plaster all the way down to the end, and just kind of make it look like the rails are down in the ground. You know, no, I don't have to worry about ballast or anything like that. So the trick is I will have to leave, you know, a little bit of this right here open so that way this switch can throw. And that is pretty normal. When they did stuff like that, they did kind of leave it open. So you will be able to see a few ties here, but most of this is going to be covered up like if it was covered up with dirt. So that's kind of where I'm at, but right along here close to the frog, I will continue it with ballast and then it will move on. The barbed wire fence, I did put a barbed wire fence in, and I used 1 kit, and I actually ended up doing that on a live stream along with the railroad grade crossing signs. The fire truck, that was given to me, I believe that was given to me by Lynn McCurdy, if I'm not mistaken. And if that's not right, I highly apologize. When stuff is gifted to me, sometimes I don't remember who it comes from, but I want to say Lynn McCurdy sent me that. But after the live stream, when I did continue the fence, and it does go all the way back behind that first tree there, and you just can't see it in this in the video. So I did get the fence completely done, and so like I said, the only thing I got to do is get the rest of that switch, the ties painted, and then I can start ballasting this way, and then that will be pretty done there. So other than that, that's really all I've got done as far as this layout update goes. As far as what else I need to do, I still got trees to put in over there. I've got a few more trees that need to be added here. I've got the trees already painted. I just got to dry brush the gray on them, and then of course flock them, hang them, and then put them in. Once I get the trees done over there, the community barn area will be completely done, except for, you know, this far end over here, which will be okay. My goal is right here where my blade cutter is, going straight back this way. Once I get all that scenery done and it's to my liking, then I will be able to have my NMRA division director and another 1 or 2 NMRA members to come out and actually do the point certification for the scenery certificate. And then that way I can finish that certificate off. Since the last layout update, I had the switching puzzle layout that I told you I was going to do for my Boy Scouts, and which there's girls in there too. So let's just say my scouts, because now it's Scouting America. And I had 16 kids sign up and 15 attended. So 15 kids got to operate on that switching puzzle, and all 15 earned their railroading merit badge. So that's awesome, and that's going to help me towards the association volunteer certificate. So, all right. So other than that, that's really all I've got. So if you like what you see and what I'm doing here, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can be, and fill in the bell so you can be notified on when I come out with the next update, and you can follow my progress on this. And then also hit that thumbs up, because that really helps. It just helps the YouTube algorithm on getting my channel out there to other channels that don't know about me. So that is, greatly appreciated. And then it's also very supportive of the channel. And then, like I said, if you want to bump up and do a channel membership and, have a say, like in something simple, like where should I put lights? Should I have them like that? Should I put one over here? Have them on both ends? Or, say have 3. Oh, there's the third one. And say put the third one there, like in the middle. Something like that. Then definitely, make sure you check out my channel memberships and, see if that's something that you're interested in. And, no purchase necessary. If you're not interested, hey, that's great. I appreciate your support because you're still watching this video. So, but what I was saying is, if you want to have a voice in what I do on the channel, then feel free to check that out. Because I definitely like to get my members involved. So other than that, I'm going to go ahead and cut on out. Y'all be safe out there. I hope y'all have a great week and happy railroading.